But as someone who didn't really listen to the whole event, I mean, it seems like quite a big deal to have like a humanoid bot in the White House. It's like, where did that come from? Was it why?
That was a well kept state secret, because I had absolutely no idea that this was coming until it happened. Absolutely nothing. There was like no chatter out there. There was nothing.
You know, Scott, it's interesting. The timing is especially interesting because I think there are a couple of bills that are being introduced or have been introduced to ensure that Chinese bots are not sold in America and only American bots are being sold in America. So, I mean, obviously it was a demonstration of American humanoid leadership. And it was really interesting that it happened through Figure and not any other one. But do you think these two are connected? The bills being introduced, this demo of Figure in the White House?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, because Figure's not the only one. There are a lot of representatives from the robotics industry, from not just humanoids, but overall, that would like to see a national strategy when it comes to robots, and just to do something to make it easier for industries to be able to purchase and use robots, as well as encouraging a lot of homegrown industry, because we've seen this movie before. 1961, first industrial robot, American company, Unimation. Everyone in the US basically doesn't want to do anything with it. I think like 1968, the Unimate arrives in Japan for the first time, and from there suddenly Japan takes off. And then we're buying the robots from Japan and from Germany and from Sweden and everywhere else, whereas the U.S. robotics industry just died. And everyone wondered why that. It's like, we have to stop making this mistake again and again and again to make sure that, it is a strategic imperative that we have this. And so I'm not surprised. I think it's a culmination of a lot of things, and that there already was the appetite. This is bipartisan, which is very, very rare, very, very rare to see something like that. The understanding that we need to go ahead.
Almost like the bipartisan support for the CHIPS Act, right?
Yeah. At some point, bipartisanship can happen when people really realize it's important. And you could say that is kind of surprising, because there are a lot of people on the left that are just very much against robots, because they keep on saying they're going to take all our jobs. And the reality is the robots did not take the jobs from a lot of people. They actually saved them, because without the robots, Detroit would have been decimated, because the quality of the cars would have been inferior to the cars that were actually built with high levels of automation, stuff like that. It created a new industry of white collar jobs for people being able to support these bots and everything else. It kind of grew and grew. And the thing is, it's just like, do you want your jobs taken away by robots that are coming from Asia and from Europe, which is what happened in the 80s? Or would you rather it actually come from bots that were built in the US, which means the jobs stay in the US? So I think there's kind of a realization that you can, if you just want to go ahead and be the Luddites and, burning down the mills, the textile mills, because somehow you're against this cottage, you want to keep a cottage industry and you want to be old fashioned, then you're doomed. It's like the rest of the world is going to move ahead. So I think there's kind of a realization that, we need this. And if we start doing this, we can start onshoring jobs, and actually will increase the number of jobs that are there. So if you kind of look at the history of automation, everything has not really taken jobs away, in aggregate. Yes, certain sectors, they go down. There's not as many farmers as there used to be. And if you ask most people, they'll probably say, I'm glad I'm not out in the field, and doing something else. So that's what we have to look at.
Yeah, because I was kind of wondering, is this kind of going to become national strategic policy in Europe as well? Will they have to do the same eventually?
I mean,
now this
about that, I think.
Yeah. So the bill is kind of interesting. Remember, this is a bill that's more or less banning Chinese bots. I'm expecting, like, maybe, either in this bill or another one that's going to be also doing something to encourage the robotics industry in general. I mean, one way of doing it is like kind of preventing this other technology, but then there's something else you have to encourage it. And a lot of it is under national security, and the concern that, these bots, I mean, literally, talk about a sleeper cell. that's that, you've got it in your factories and everything, it's running everything, and it's like one day if there's a security leak or something like that, or someone wants to, they just push a button and suddenly everything.
Weren't there some concerns about the unitary quadruped bots at one point?
Yeah, they had these Wi-Fi connections or what kind of
there's been, even down like the DJI drones, there seems to be a lot of phoning home. There's a lot of questions. I've seen people. I have a friend who's a pretty good hacker, and he loves working with these things. And he was finding years ago that these things were always finding him, and he was coming up with these spoof networks to make it think it was like actually pinging a site in Beijing, because if he didn't, his DJI drone wouldn't work. It's as simple as that. So I mean, so a lot of hackers have noticed this, that in general. That
hey, you should bring your friend on sometime. That would be lovely to.
No. He doesn't want to be. We can keep him in silhouette. He's as undercover as they come.
Yeah, we can keep him in silhouette.
No.
We can just talk.
With this,
it is a concern that, I mean, we have it with like so many everyday things that we can't run without an app. And you're like, are you kidding me? It's like, I can't turn on my dishwasher without first connecting to an app. Why do they need this information? And, the same thing with a lot of these other things is like, why does so much data have to go off to somewhere else? I mean, there's a lot of reasons, like supposedly convenience, but at the same time, you should be able to run these things completely divorced from any sort of connectivity.
Yeah. I mean, look, China's doing the same with Tesla's data, right? AI data. Tesla has to sequester all data from Tesla cars in China. So, I mean, it's not without precedent. The other side is doing it. It's rather ironic, right, Scott, that, I mean, you're dependent so much. American bot companies are dependent so much on Chinese manufacturers in the supply chain for parts. But then the finished product has to be American. So it's kind of how do you wrap your head around it? All the parts are Chinese.
It's going to be weird because remember, this is a ban against government agencies using it, or maybe contractors. It's not a ban in the US. So, I mean, GM could go ahead and use it if they wanted. Now, I believe a lot of these bots are being used in many companies for them to sort of understand what humanoids are. There are some companies that are so concerned with it, they won't even allow them in for testing or anything. Or if they do something like that, they do it completely offsite in a very secure, air-gapped kind of, they have extreme concerns on that. So it may be that you don't even need a bill in some cases. The real bill in many ways should be like, not necessarily to ban them, but just do something to promote the U.S. industry so that they're so good, everyone would prefer the domestic versions anyway.
I'd like to see the U.S. bring in a bill or some sort of support structure to kind of onshore the entire vertical stack with all the parts and the manufacturing and all of that, and kind of cut dependency on Chinese supply chains, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it is looking at the supply chain, but the other thing is the usage. Is tax benefits for companies that decide to automate and bring it in, because it turns out like the accounting that goes on those things is just horrible. It's like there's almost no incentive to want to bring robots and everything in. Traditional robots, it's always been that problem. So you can kind of do these different tax incentives that'll make it a lot easier for people just to bring it in the first place. And the other, of course, the training programs is that we probably don't have enough technicians. Now, ideally, I wish we didn't need so many technicians to bring these things in. That's been the problem with the robotics, is that it's always been this huge project to deploy them. So we need to do something to make it easier. But at the same time, we've got a shortage of people that are qualified and being able to deploy and commission these things. And we could be doing something also to accelerate that with better educational programs.
Yeah. So do you think these bills, or is an umbrella bill or act of legislation, if that's what it turns out to be in the end, will become a template for other countries around the world, Europe and others?
Perhaps, but the thing is, I think a lot of these other countries already have things kind of like that to make it a lot easier, that have already incentivized a lot of the companies. And this is what I hear, is that everyone says, we're not asking for anything special. We're just saying we want to level the playing field with all our competitors abroad that are already doing a lot to encourage automation, training programs, tax write-offs, everything else that's needed. Sometimes downright subsidies and incentives to go ahead and to automate.
Yeah, I mean, that was
the
part of the
CCP is
tariffs
doing
that the EU put on Chinese cars, is that the Chinese subsidize the production so far that
Mhm.
the Europeans can't compete with building their own cars because they are too cheap for the production
Yeah.
in China. So instead,
Yeah.
they hit them with a big tax when they try to sell them in the EU.
Yeah.
But they are still
Yeah.
cheaper than the European-made ones. So